Good evening, welcome to Scorched Earth Tarot. My name's Carrie and this is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon and Ascendant Aries. Apologies for the quality of the lighting. I've not unfortunately been able to get time in the day to come and do this reading, so I've had to improvise with a lamp and I'm not entirely convinced it's great, but there we are. It's a general reading for September. If you don't know what your moon or your rising signs are, there's a link in the description box to Astrolabe. If you put in your details in there, it will give you your full natal chart for free and you'll be able to see what those signs are and be able to watch your videos for said signs. If there's anything else you'd like to know, have a look in the description box, because chances are I've probably written it down already, from the decks that I use in the readings to how I can be reached for a personal reading. It's all in there. Check it out. What else to tell you? If you're a subscriber and you're returning, I thank you very much. Really, really much obliged. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love it if you consider subscribing. Moth. Because it helps raise the visibility of the channel, and that gets me out to more people, which I like. Thank you so much for your messages and your comments last month. I really appreciate all of them. It's actually the highlight of my month, reading your personal stories and things that you share with me, so like, keep them coming. The messaging functionality on YouTube is being removed this month. So if you want to get hold of me, the best way to do it is through Instagram or Facebook. I'm on both of those as Scorched Earth Tarot. Feeling quite reticent this month, Aries. Or not. Okay. How intriguing. I love it. So the three cards that we've pulled for you for September are the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, which is Aries, it's you, and the Magician, right? So I'm going to pull some clarifiers so we can get some meat on the bones of this reading and see what September's got in store for you. There's the Ace of Wands here. So you know, all of the readings are time-stamped, so if you want to skip ahead to where the reading actually starts, I shan't be in the slightest offended. Go for it. Wands, more Wands cards. Oh, I don't know why I wear long sleeve clothes when I'm doing readings, because I know I get super hot and now I'm starting to cook. Anyway. So we've got the Ace of Wands again, we've got the Queen of Swords, interesting. Queen of Wands, one more card. There it is. Right. How very interesting. So, the shadow card on the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's the card of partnership, whether that's romantic or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Sorry, zoned out for a second there. I've done a few readings already and it's really interesting for the month of September. It seems to be very much about the internal workings of the signs, almost to the point where it sounds a little bit airy-fairy, and it looks a little bit like your reading's going to go the same way, but I want to prejudge anything before we get there. So the first card you've got is the Ace of Wands. Now, being a Wands card, obviously it's of the fire element, and therefore it is your suit. Aces are new beginnings. They're the seed from which all potential is contained. You know, it's creativity, it's passion, it's new, more importantly. It's a fertile hotbed, those leaves there, of new things coming into action. New projects, new creative ventures, you know, a new business potentially might come under the Ace of Wands umbrella rather than the Ace of Pentacles if it was something that you felt really passionate about. But it could be a new hobby. It could be anything that sets your blood on fire. You know? And it's clarified straight away by the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is not, he's not really the most reliable of all the knights. Like, if you wanted to see a project through to its completion, you'd want to see the Knight of Pentacles on board, because the Knight of Pentacles is going to pick up the pentacle and it's going to take it to its destination. It's going to see the project through to the end. And the Knight of Wands is kind of in, out, shake it all about, you know. It kind of gets a bad rap, but like literally only today I was musing on the fact that the Knight of Wands is the knight for being in the moment, really, with that fire energy. You know, there's no, the reason why he's got a bad reputation is because he comes in, and when he's done what he's done, when all the fun is gone, he's off again. He just doesn't stop, here, there and everywhere. But at the same time, the Wands really are the suit of living in the moment. The spark. When everything's burned up, then it's gone again. I just love this. I'll explain in a second, but as a result, it's fairly speedy, right? The Ace of Wands is a flash of inspiration. It's a rush of blood to the head about something that's exciting. And the Knight of Wands is here to say, this needs to be done now, right? This is not, whatever this refers to, and it could be a number of things, this needs to be done now, right? This is not a time to put it off into the future. This is not a time to sit and carefully plan like it might do if it was, you know, an earth element thing. It's not the time to think about it, which it would be if it was, you know, air. And it's not the time to you know, roll around in the emotional ramifications of it. This is a right here, right now, get it done energy. The second clarifier was the Ace of Wands again, you know, the root of the powers of fire. So you've got two root cards, and then you've got a card of fast movement, of action. You are musing on something at the moment. There's something that's tickling around in your head that you would like to do. And these three cards, you know, these two cards that are the same plus the Knight, are saying that the time to think about it is it's gone. Like, this is something you need to undertake right now. You need to get it done. And you've got Wands aplenty to give you the fuel for the fire to get it done. I feel like I'm waffling, but at the same time, I feel like someone is going to understand the point of this. Whatever this is, stop thinking about it. Stop trying to plan it. Stop trying to do anything other than live it right now. I mean, this could even be a way of living, like a way that you've decided you want to conduct your life from now on. These cards are saying, do it now. It could be the start of a new business that you've got planned in your head. You've been planning it for such a long time. These are saying, stop planning it, just start now. You know, the ace is the start, is the beginning. And the Knight of Wands is saying, let's get this done. The other card that popped out to clarify that is the Queen of Swords. Excuse me. And on the face of it, that might seem a bit of a strange ally to have for this ace, except that air is fire's opposite. You know, what do you use if you really want to fan a flame? It's air, wind. Waft it. It increases whatever this is into something furious. You know, the right level of breeze will turn a small fire into a blazing inferno. And this is what the Queen's bringing with her. She's elemental air. But the other thing that she brings with her is logic, intelligence, smart ways round of doing things. She also cuts things out. And I wonder if whatever this is, as this applies to you, you've had a certain amount of oppositional thinking, perhaps from people, perhaps from yourself. But she cuts out those things that don't serve you. And being elemental air, she is going to fan something that is made of pure fire and make it even bigger. And just as the Knight of Wands wants you to stop sitting on your laurels and thinking about it, so the Queen is quite fast to act as well. But for her, what she intends to do is cut out all the extraneous bullshit, all the other things that you don't need to be worrying about, but for some reason you've factored into the equation. And she's saying, no, cut that out, do what's right for you. The next card, the card in the centre of the reading, is the Queen of Wands. It's Aries, right there, your queen. And she's bold and she's dynamic and she's sexy and she's liberated. And this month you are embodying the power of your own queen, and that's really, really powerful. It's particularly powerful when it's paired with the Ace of Wands and it's paired with the Knight of Wands, and you've got the Queen of Swords here as your ally, which you do. And her message is the same. Don't think, act. Act first, think later. In fact, you could say it like that. Act first, think later. You know, do it in that order. And she's clarified by the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is also known as the Lords of Great Strength. Your plan, your endeavour, whatever it is, it's supported. It's supported by your suit in great number, so we're seeing. I can see why it's called the Lord of Great Strength, because this chap, he's here and he's leaning on his wand. He's clearly not had a good time. He's got the other ones behind him. He's a 9, so he's not at the end. He's got one last fight to have. But this card says that it's possible to do it. It's possible to push through and come out the other side. You've got the power in you to do that. But I feel like it's fear. There's a certain amount of fear that's holding you back from doing whatever this ace situation is. You're not sure that you've got the battle in you left to get it done. Even though you're sitting here proudly in your own energy, embodying all of that feminine fire element right there in that card, you've still got a little bit of doubt, and you need to drop it. Just drop it, because it's your own head. You know, maybe your Queen of Swords there is actually the ally that you need inside your head to let you know that these things that you're afraid of, these things that you fear, you don't need to. You know, she's a really strong ally, and she's right here. She's right next to your Queen, right there. Stop procrastinating because you're afraid. Right? Now is the time to act. And the second card, to clarify, is the Ace of Pentacles. This is another new thing. It's the potential of something, but this is something you can put your hands on. You know, whereas the Ace of Wands is almost a little, I don't want to say ethereal, but it's certainly not tangible. So maybe ethereal is correct. Non-corporeal, because it all takes place inside here or inside here. You know, it's a thought, an idea being spurred on into action. The Ace of Pentacles is about actually having something tangible to show for it. I feel like it could be a business idea. At this point, I'm not sure that it's got anything to do with interpersonal relationships. This feels like it's something internal for you. Like, if it's something that's characterized the Aries readings for the last couple of months, it's been this dilution of your spirit as a fire sign. You know, you were getting lost in other things, and it was making you smolder. But fuck me, you're back, baby. Look at you go. Double Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, right in the center of your reading. Nine of Wands, a little bit of doubt. But you've got one last stand in you. And then something tangible at the end of it. You know, and this, like I said, this could be something as intangible to live as living your life a different way to the way that you have been living it up until this point. Or this could genuinely be a creative idea that you've got that's going to start bringing you in income. Because the way the aces work is, very rarely is it just going to be a lottery ticket that lands in your lap that just happens to be the winning numbers. You know, you put your energetic request out there, and the assistance that you get from the universe is the means to make that thing happen for yourself, rather than just dropping it into your lap. And here we've got 3 aces on the table, right? The final card you've got is the Magician. And the Magician is the card that you're going to want to see when you've got aces on the table, because the Magician controls everything. He's got wands, he's got cups, he's got pentacles, and he's got swords here. And he knows how to manipulate all of them to make them work. He's like the king of the law of attraction, right? He knows how to manifest into the 3D anything that requires input from those elements. He knows exactly, you know, the ratios to use them in. He has the intent, he puts the thought out there, and back it comes in the 3D, manifests itself right in front of him. you aligning yourself with your fire energy, as you've struggled to do for the last couple of months, but you've been starting to turn that, you know, I see it turning, and here you are, you know, has put you straight into manifesting mode. And what are you manifesting? The Ten of Cups. It's the first Cups card, first proper Cups card, if we don't include this one here, on the table. And you've gone straight for complete emotional fulfillment. Like, there's no messing about here. There's no hankering around for little things. You know, this is straight to the top, baby. It doesn't get any better than that. They're in a rainbow, all those 10 cups. They're right there. And if you remember, the shadow card over here was the Two of Cups. So this could be a business partnership. This could be a friendship. But this is you and someone else working together to make something. And you are bringing so much to the table. I can't even. You know. The Ten of Cups is Lord of Perfected Success. And it's followed by the Three of Cups, which is the Lord of Abundance. You have the power to bring into existence anything that you put your mind to at the moment. And what it seems you're putting your mind to is something from the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Not only are you happy about it, but it's going to lead to your emotional fulfillment and the fulfillment of others. This is celebration, this is joy, but this is celebrating with other people. You know, and it's 3, so it's potentially working together with other people, which Two of Cups here suggests that there is at least one other person that you're working with. You know, this literally goes from the possibility of being like you just coming so into alignment with where you're supposed to be that suddenly all of your interpersonal relationships are just working. Just people get you because you're not hiding anything. You are the truest form of yourself that is possible to be, and in doing so, it's just making all of those important relationships that you have just work. Because there's no front that people have to go through. There are no walls, there are no boundaries. You are literally shimmering in your own fucking power. And those people that know you and love you are just getting on board with that. It could be something like that, or it could be a project that you're working on, something really tangible. And it's here. I'm going to pull an advice card. Although it does seem supremely positive, I'm not sure you need any advice about. You know, off the bat, the only thing that I would advise is trust in your status. You know, you're rocking Queen of Wands stuff here, but trust in your power as well, because you are manifesting in the month of September important things. And you're absolutely aligned with your own suit. Some advice. You're absolutely aligned with your own suit, but you've taken the best of the other suits as well. You know, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, you've got the Queen of Swords, you know, you've got the Ten of Cups. I mean, holy hell. Like, wow. Some advice for Aries, please. Oh, I want to float it up. Yeah, so, okay. You've got the Two of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Eight of Pentacles. Now, there's a couple of different ways of reading these cards, but the Two of Wands is the natural progression from the Ace, which you already have on the table right here. You know, going from the Ace to the Two. It's advising you to get on. You know, you've got your natural jump, you've got a double ace, then you've got the 2, and then you've got the knight backing you up, and you've got your queen backing you up. Stop thinking about what you're trying to do and start living it, start doing it, start being in the moment with it. Don't have it off in the future as something that at some point you will get around to doing, because the time is now, the time is here, and you are ready. And you've got the Hierophant and the 8 of Pentacles. And the Hierophant's is asking you to take charge. You know, as if you didn't have cards already on the table of being in charge and in control. You've got the Queen of Wands and you've got the Magician, right? It's pull all the shit together. It's the card of Taurus as well. So it may be a Taurus that you're working with, or there may be a Taurus in your life who's important. But the two things that, aside from being earth energy, the two things that these cards have in common is that Taurian notion of hard work. Right? And 8 of Pentacles is all about hard work. It's prepare yourself for the fact that you are going to have to work hard. You're a fire sign, you don't mind working hard. But this is like earth sign levels of working hard. And the Hierophant also does that. He takes charge and he leads. You know, it's time for you to step out of those shadows that you've been hiding in. Start resonating on the correct frequency, which you are doing in the month of September. And lead by example with the hard work. You know, I think I don't really have anything else to say. It's have a look. Okay, Queen of Wands again. You found yourself, Aries. Congratulations. Welcome back. We've missed you. Oh. Should just show you the card that's flipped in the deck is the Queen of Swords as well. You know, that could be a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius who's helping you, or it could be, like I said, you just starting to realize that actually there is stuff that needs to be, you know, kicked out. And as I'm looking at that, so I've got the 10 of Wands. Whatever you've been in for the last few months, this funk that you've been trying desperately to drag yourself out of, it's done. It's done, it's gone. And you're here now. And now it's time for you to make the most of being here. You know, you've got plans, you've got projects, you've got passion and creativity, and the world needs it. And we've been waiting for you, and here you are. It's fantastic. And at the bottom of this deck, as I turn it over, it's celebration again. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to end up just waffling about how much I love it. But if it resonates, let me know, because it seems very exciting. And I love that for you, because I know how you struggled in the last few months, at least, since I've been doing these videos, if not longer. Yeah, great. Enjoy September.